All right. So as you can see, when you go to start selling knives, there's more involved in selling knives than just posting them. You have to find all the accoutrement that goes with them. And in this case, that includes finding all the boxes, all the pouches, making sure all your posts are correct. So these 16 knives right here took all these boxes and stuff. I found two more. These two are for the next listing. This is actually another real Spyderco that I'm selling. And this is that CJRV frac that's brand new. Anyone heard from Ed, by the way? So those are two of the next 16. Oh, and this is the Azusa that I got to do a unboxing on. So anyway, Pete received his Devo yesterday from me. So that was pretty quick. 2 days from, I shipped him on Monday, 2 days from Tennessee to, was it Wisconsin? I don't even remember. 2 days from Tennessee to Wisconsin is not bad. I think it's Wisconsin. Yeah, it's Wisconsin. Morning, Ron Crow. So, yeah, I also got, deciding on what we want to do today. I don't know if any y'all heard the intro. I did get the 2.5 tap and drill bit and tap with the high-speed steel. Stickers are out for delivery this morning. Yeah, a bunch of people should get them today. Edyard's in the house. How you doing, Ed? How you feeling? So we could take this out and put the clip on this today. I need to check and see as far as my silver hardware goes. I've got yeah. Are these? I believe these are Torx. I've got a whole thing full of 2.5 millimeter screws, so these look like one of these sizes would be good for clips. They are Torx. Not sure if they're T6 or T8, but we can check that. They are T6. So these would work perfect for that clip. So we've got the drill bit and the tap and the screws and the clip to put the clip on that thing today. So we could do that. If you didn't hear the beginning of the video, I spent the last 2 hours assembling this Chinese blast cabinet and finally got it assembled about 10 minutes before I started this morning. But I have not hooked up the compressor to it or hooked up the gun yet, and I've not poured the media in it, and I've not done any kind of sandblasting or media blasting. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do today. I did want to talk about a couple of things. Oh yeah, all night in my pocket I had this. I love this knife. One of our channel members is currently wanting one, and I'm looking for an extra one of these, so hopefully I'll run across one and scoop one up for him. It's a beautiful knife. And then I wasn't sure, but the free giveaway today for whoever posts the stickers on social media and sends me a link first might be one of these two. They're both, depending on where you live, but they're both out the fronts from Tack Knives. One is this one. They work great. They feel great. So one of them is that one. And one of them is this one. So those might be the giveaways. Or giveaway. Whew, man, I'm glad to sit down and relax. I've been running for the last 2 hours non-stop. I would like to show y'all the blast cabinet all assembled. So you'll know what you can get for the money. And I actually will show y'all the compressor that I bought specifically for said blast cabinet. Buzz, buzz? What are we buzzing? Are you talking about your buzz? Is there some kind of buzz going on? I sure hope not. I did get a hold of the Tenable girl, because somebody had mentioned Gideon yesterday, and she was supposed to send me one a couple of weeks ago. And evidently she's been changing her email around, and something happened with the communication. And anyway, she's sending me one of the purple micarta Gideons to check out, so that'll be cool. Let's see. Let me she asked what people thought of the knife so far, and I told her, well, they've kind of been waiting on me to get one to look at it. Not sure if some of y'all have one yet. Wouldn't doubt if some of you did. But I believe that's the version I got her to send me. Looks like a cool knife. I'm excited about checking it out. I like that micarta. Looks good closed. It doesn't have a flipper tab sticking out. Got a nice choil. Should be pretty comfortable. Laid off Pete, did you not see the Discord? I'm guessing you didn't, because I posted them long before they went to Knife Swap. Yeah, I don't. So they're all posted on. They're all posted right here. Along with the prices. But yes, they are going on Knife Swap today. I had to get all the boxes and bags and stuff set up. That's the first 16. Then I got 16 more coming later, either probably tomorrow. It takes a while to get all the descriptions and stuff typed up. There's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9. Number 1 again, And then number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, and number 16. Mister, you don't have to have a Discord. You can do it all straight from the web browser anonymously. Just type in any name you want to use. All you really got to do is just go to my YouTube page and go to the top and click the Discord link right up here at the top where it says Discord. All you do is click that link and pick a name you want to use, and you'll join right in. Looks like pocket checks today. Pete posted one yesterday, I think, with his Sparrow, maybe. I believe Pete posted that one. Cool knife. And Justin Time posted this morning. His new Slim and his QSP. What is that? Is that a cold steel Bushman? No, what is that? They're all real, mister. None of those are clones. I won't be selling any clone. I will be selling a few clones, but it's real. It's got a carbon. It's got a aftermarket. Yeah, it's got an aftermarket marbled carbon fiber scale, but it'll come with the original. So let me go see if I got enough battery in my phone to set up and show y'all the cabinet. And we might take a little time and unbox the compressor and get that hooked up as well. Let me see here. All right, phone is working. Give me just a second. Alright guys, let me move this chat, or take the chat away. No, my stupid camera, I didn't wipe the lens off on the one picture. The second picture I wiped off the lens. No, I had all these pictures of the knives are clear. So if you need pictures, I've got pictures. But the main picture, I had a spot on the stupid lens. But all the individual pics are super clear, and you can see them all just fine. And yeah, this one, it had a smudge on my lens. So that's why it looks like that. My apologies. But I've got good pictures of all the knives individually. Open, close, front and back, centering. I've got everything. So just let me know if you want to see more pictures. Ron Crow, yeah, I knew y'all couldn't hear me. I wasn't talking. I mean, I was talking through the wall. It's just on the other side of the wall here. But let's go over there and I'll show you a little bit. Let me turn off the chat. And heck, let's make the phone full screen for now. Give me just a second. Alright, and then let me turn the microphone on to the phone. Good morning, Buckaroo Bonsai. Alright, let me switch the microphone to my to my phone. Give me just a second. You won't be able to hear me till I get in there in just a second. Alright, so hopefully you can hear me now. So yeah, I can't see the chat, so you can't ask me anything at the moment. I don't feel like setting something up to where I'll see the chat. But the main problem I had was, I don't know if y'all can see, but this metal, this sheet metal is bent. It's flared out right there. You can see it bulging out right there. But I had to put all these bolts in and they wouldn't line up. These two top ones especially, and on this back corner back here, I can't get this corner bracket in back here. But they just have little corner brackets, but they're all connected all down the back. I don't know if you can see, but they're connected all down here anyway. So these corner ones aren't doing much. And I'm not going to be rough on this thing. But this is the little cabinet I got. I figured it was plenty big for what I'm going to be using it for. But it is the Vivor. And I decided to get the 25-gallon capacity one, which it has a nice funnel down here in the bottom that funnels all the stuff back. And it has an air filter over here. It has a light in the back. There's a switch, and it's got a barrel jack that goes to the plug. I've got it hooked up to the garage door opener. But got a nice light in there. I had to mount the gloves. They mount with whoops, camera flipped over. They mount with clamps. You can see that. So I mounted them, and then I had to twist them because I realized I want my hands facing in when I got my gloves on. So I got those right. Whoops, sorry about the flipping. Let me see if I can lock that where it won't do that. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it's got the little, chain that holds the lid. It's got the little latches that keep the lid closed. And then you need something with enough, so it came with all these hoses to hook up the gun. It came with the gun and with, I think, four nozzles of different sizes. So I have not put all the screws in. I will show y'all. I'm gonna have to unplug this light. But I will show y'all the bottom and how much overkill that this thing has. But across here, it has 4 in the corner for the leg supports. I've only put 2 in right now because I was trying to hustle to get it together. And then it has 3 more between the legs. So I only put 1 in the middle right now. it's got a gasket that keeps the funnel tucked in, and then around here on the back side, it's got an air vent that goes in and goes down so that nothing will come out of it. And I did put all the screws in here. But here's what I'm talking about this metal being bent. It was a pain in the butt getting all this assembled. But I got it. And it is assembled. And then I bought a 6-gallon Husky 150 psi max compressor just for this cabinet, which I haven't even unboxed yet. It did come with another plexiglass piece, but I haven't even opened this yet. So we would have to open this and hook up the gun to actually do any work this morning, which I don't mind doing, but I wasn't sure that y'all wanted to watch that. Here's my Manfrotto nice tripod that I got my camera mount on. But anyway, this is what I've been doing for the last 2 hours. And it's got a parts tray. I didn't even mention that, but down here in the, I'm gonna flip. Down here in the bottom, it does have a removable parts tray. So you can lift this out to get to the, I guess I did show that. But anyway, that's what you get with this kit. And they make the same one in larger capacities. But like I said, to do knife scales, I mean, I don't need much more room in here than this. This is plenty. You can actually do some large parts in here if you wanted to. But it's a tabletop version, super convenient, all that. Anyway, let me go back and figure out if y'all want me to open this compressor and hook it up and try to get it working, or if y'all want to talk about some other knives, or what y'all want to do this morning. I hope y'all could hear me. Would you say popcorn in the garage ceiling? Oh yeah. It's a house from the 70s. You ought to see how many plugs this guy put in before me. There are plugs everywhere. And he put the plugs up at like switch height too. He was an old guy. I don't know. Weird. But anyway, that's the setup I got so far. I didn't know what y'all wanted to do. How was the clarity of the camera this time and the audio? Was it decent? I set up a table in that garage over there so that I could be closer to everything, and maybe the signal would work better instead of out in my exterior garage. And I was curious how the feed was. Was the audio good too, Pete? Awesome, thank y'all. Yeah, I was wanting to know if it would work better in here, and evidently it does. Pete, we'll go check out those knives really quick. This knife is so nice. Huh. I haven't seen the new Bel Air or the new Launch 21. I'm selling my Launch 20. That's one of the knives, but Kershaw Launch 21. Okay. So I just sold the Launch 16 to somebody, to William, not long ago. And it looks a lot like the Launch 16 that I had. Except the Launch 16 has a Tanto. And let's keep that open. And let's open a new link. Type in the Launch 21. Bring it up. So there's the 21. And there's the 16. They're really, 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 really close. Wow. The jimping on the back and the blade shape is about it, Pete. Thank y'all for the feedback about the camera. Is it what we asked for, Pete? What is that, a drop point blade? Instead of a Tanto? Because, I mean, it looks just like my 16 did. And that 16 fired hard, boy. The scales look exactly the same. It is the same scales. It's just a blade swap. Even the same chamfers at all the corners and the clip mount locations and the button. I like the texture on the 16 there, where it had like the sandpaper. Looks like they put G10 or some kind of rubber. Oh, that's cool. Pete, I didn't know people even cared about Kershaw, much less ask about a new knife. I definitely want to check out the new Bel Air because it's one of the only models from Kershaw that I like. Oh wow, I love that clip point. Is that the new mod? I don't know which one's new. What's the new one, Pete? Mister, it's plexiglass. And the window is at a pretty good degree. Okay, yeah, I like that Bel Air. The Bel Air is a great little knife. I mean, I'm not care for what Kershaw has done, but like I said, the Bel Air is great. I'm actually trying to find mine really quick. I don't know what I did with my little Kershaw bag. Oh yeah, so there's two Kershaws I actually like. And that is the Bel Air. Great little knife. Great action on it, and I don't even mind the blade shape on it. I mean, that clip point's cool and all, but the Bel Air is good just by itself. It's got buttery action. Great action. Super smooth. Good lockup. Good size. I can get 4 fingers on it perfectly. Love it. And then the Iridium. So the Iridium is another great knife by them. I like the accent colors. I like the gray. I like the blade shape. I like the swedge. And it has just the same buttery action. Kershaw was around long before zero tolerance was, Bart. Kershaw's used to be good in the 70s and 80s. In fact, how long has Kershaw been around? uh, 1974. Yeah, 70s and 80s. I remember in the 80s and 90s, Kershaws were very well sought after. And then they came out with the zero tolerance later. Let's see what year that was. That was 2006. So 1974 to 2006, it was just Kershaw. JT, no, I've got like 16 more on the Discord. If you look on the Discord, is that what you're talking about on the Discord? I don't know. There's 16 of them posted on the Discord. Speaking of posted on the Discord, Pete posted a picture on Instagram yesterday of all his Devos, including his new one. Yeah, I think I've seen the 0055. I like the 0044 too. The 0044 looks like it would be my kind of knife. Yeah, they're playing music in the background. I'm not going to play that. But the 203 is a new crossbar one they have. And it looks like the 512 is another one. Automatic. Engravable. Oh. Why do they... Yeah, is it just is the 0044 an auto or is there a button lock? Because why would it have a flipper tab if it's an auto? Is it just a button lock? Yeah. We could definitely get rid of the flipper as long as it had good action and you could just button flip it. Two things really quick. Somebody mentioned the ZT fixed blade looking like looking awesome. Yeah, thumb stud it. But I wanted to show y'all really quick a video I saw on YouTube the other day that made me think about the comment I made. And I don't remember who actually did it. but it was that new H-back, the Vosteed H-back. Somebody had a video about it being the perfect fixed blade. Perfect EDC size. Yeah, it was Stassa. So you remember the other day,
H-back. It's a perfect EDC size, and this is now the smallest fixed blade in Vosteed's lineup. We'll talk about the carry system in a little bit. This comes in 3 different variations. The one you see here with the black wash blade, green G10. Also get it with black G10 and a stone wash blade.
I love the blue one.
Bluish gray colored G10 with a stone wash blade. After using this one and thinking about it, I think this is probably my Goldilocks size for an EDC fixed blade. I think I love anything that's under 7 inches or 7 inches and under. You know, I carry some that are close to 8 inches, but they have to work just right. And I think the reason for that is because this is so easy to carry.
But this is that one I love the look of the other day so much.
6.85 inches overall. It has a 2.92 inch clip point
it's got
blade.
that new
like I said,
patented
has a black
clip
wash
system
finish on it.
that
Like
rotates.
black wash PVD coating. And the blade steel on this little guy is 14C 28N. I love 14C. It's a super tough steel. You know, to put it in perspective, it's about as tough as CPM 3V, depending on their HRC. It's a super easy one to sharpen, and it can take any type of edge. It can handle a very fine mirror polished edge and edge. Not really. Clamp right there. This right here locks me in so well. And then if you push down,
I love that knife.
I
want to see the clip. I mean the sheet though.
Your blade stock thickness on this one's coming in at 0.118. It has a pretty high flat grind, and they managed to get this one down to around 15 thousandths behind the edge. Let's see what it can do.
I love Stassa.
Of course, this one came with a fantastic edge out of box. You know, Vosteed sends out.
I want to see the sheet though with their new patented.
No hot spots. My fingers fit in the 2 small finger grooves, so that's one thing I don't love seeing is 2 separate finger grooves. For me, just for one makes stuff with the yes. The opinion is that this coating caused some drag. It wasn't terrible or anything, but it is a definite noticeable drag. Same with the dense corner cardboard. Not bad here, but definitely with the rubber, because if anything is gonna get, you know, hung up on the sidewalls, it's gonna be that rubber tubing. That's why I cut it. But it still powered through it, and I decided to roll this piece of denim a little different and make it a lot thicker. And it wouldn't have been an issue for this knife, except the blade length isn't super huge, and you got the belly, so start making it pretty much on this channel. It performed very, very well. It was extremely slicey, came with a fantastic edge like always, and it was a fun one to test. It was comfortable, even though I don't usually like to see more than one choil area because it kind of forces you into a grip. At least that grip's very comfortable for me, because you got here average poking me grip areas.
All right, let's see the sheath.
On one side on this one, and the carry is a Kydex sheath, which you have green on one side on this one, and then the other side's black. I'm guessing they did that for the black for the blade, the green for the scales. I don't know, maybe. The retention on it, out of box, got a nice positive click, no rattle. Something that I don't really like seeing, but if it does start to loosen up, the screw right here is a retention screw. If this was too tight, I could loosen this up and push it down that way, and it would let this open up more, but right now it's full. But the way it is right now, I get a positive click, no rattle, so I'm gonna leave it that way. This one came with this belt clip attachment. It's just a maybe FRN or plastic belt clip attachment, and it spins around 360 degrees. So if you want to carry it scout carry, canted carry, vertical carry, you can do that rather easily. You can tighten that up some, and it's gonna slow it down. It's a little bit harder to turn, but it doesn't stop it altogether. It's because I'm sure they got the little teeth underneath there, like a little disc, and that allows it to have different spots. And it's not like it's gonna fall by itself. You would have to like hit it pretty hard now, especially that it's tightened, to get it to move. So is that a big deal? Probably not. But I don't ever carry my EDC fixed blades in my belt. 99% of the time, I carry them clipped inside the pocket. So I'll probably remove this and put an ulti clip right here. My preferred means to carry. But it is nice knowing that it's a carryable knife right out of the box.
Super cool knife. I was glad to see Stassa liked it because I liked it. So yeah. Oh, Pete, I saw on Knife Swap last night there was a hedgehog. It was in a listing I was looking at, but it wasn't a fixed blade, of course. Let me see if I can figure out where that was. Oh, 2 hours ago, it was announced that the Cortex XL are back in stock if anyone wants to order one. And there's 2 new patterns, which means I've got to order 2 new knives right this second. Let me show you all the 2 new patterns. So these are back in stock if anybody wants one. And like I said, there are these 2 new patterns, which I love, both of them, the top one and the bottom one. So let's go find them. Make sure I get one of each before they sell out. So I don't see them. There they are. So color A, I've already got. So color C, add to cart. Color B, add to cart. Got to get one of each. And I really like the box pattern. I don't know what they call that pattern, but it was just Photoshop, Bart. It's just it's bad quality. They don't look like that. Actually, they look like I'll show you one. Super slicey hollow grind. Awesome hollow grind. One of the sharpest knives and thinnest. It's one of the thinnest blade stocks I've ever gotten on any knife. Let me get my case open here. Hold on. Get that stupid manganese sulfate out of the way. So I anode mine gold and put a purple backspacer and clip on it. But the blade definitely doesn't look like that. It looks like that. So that's the one version I've already got. Super cool knife. See you later, folks. Super thin hollow grind though. Oh, you found you a JK Outpost, huh? Yeah, super cool. And I started to put a... Oh, thank you. Nasticus. I got this one tuned about as best as I can. It's not the greatest. I need to use it more to break it in, but it's pretty good. I'm hoping the new ones have a little bit better action. Maybe he got the tolerances a little better on the new ones. Oh, I just bought a new knife this morning from him that I forgot about. The Ferrum is too small for me now, and I passed up one on Knife Swap a few weeks ago. Actually, a couple of them. If you're talking about the Alaris or whatever, the Alaris. But I might take that cipher from you. So check out the knife I bought this morning. Speaking of, I told you that I liked. I've been liking what Lion Steel has been doing with knives. So Lemifshi just released a brand new titanium version of one of theirs, and it's this knife right here, the Lion Steel. It's got M390 blade steel supposedly. I asked him, it's marked M390, but I ordered one of those this morning. I'm actually going to go grab my phone and order those two Cortex real quick. Sorry, I left my phone in there on the tripod. I want to make sure I get those before they sell out. But I messaged him to ask him if it's real. Buckaroo Bonsai, the FSD is in the works right now, but I'm not sure if it's the Mini or not. But I know the FSD is being done. Alternate clip mounting spots for what knife? Oh, tactile, the pin or whatever you're talking about. All right, cart, checkout, done. Done. Oh, that Lion Steel? I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I guess you're talking about those two little holes up there by the pivot. Are you talking about the clip side, the show side, the reversible clip? The two holes up by the pivot are, they can't show the lock mechanism on AliExpress, so that's the lock bar insert. They photoshopped it out. If you look in the show side picture, you can see the lock bar over there, but they had to Photoshop out the line. That's the lock bar insert. No, it's not. It's the lock. It's just what I said. Oh yeah, it takes 30 seconds. But yeah, that's the lock bar insert. It's just they didn't Photoshop it out completely. And they make a carbon fiber version and the titanium version, and it was only 68 bucks. Let's see. But they can't show the locks on AliExpress or they'll get banned. But you can message him for real pictures. Let me see if he answered my question about the real blade steel. Let's see. Count messages. He said it's 9CR18 MOV. And he just messaged me and said that they're about to start selling the 3-inch Rosie in genuine M390. Lemifshi did. There's Lemifshi just in the message, he says we are ready to start selling 3-inch OZ genuine M390. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna say when. So I don't know if he's got it listed yet. I don't think he has. But within the next day or so, probably. The SquirrelMaster XL, I've got all the... There's a version of it that I want that I don't have. I've got 3 of them. But I want this one. I think I want this one. I think I've got that one. Oh yeah, I want the one without the mill blade. I want this version right here. So I've got the one with the mill blade, but I want the one without the mill blade. So I've got the one with the mill blade and the curve on the blade. And then I've got the regular one, SquirrelMaster XL with the mill blade. And then I've got the regular size SquirrelMaster, not the XL, with the non-mill blade. I'm not sure if the non-milled is hollow grind. These have great action though, and you can front flip them super good, even though this one's tiny. I don't know if y'all can tell how small that is, but yeah, I've wanted a Borka stitch for a while, but it's definitely a 3-finger knife, barely. These feel hollow, even with the milled. So I imagine they are hollow without the milling. Okay, the curved one feels hollow. This one feels flat. So I imagine that this non-milled version, wherever it was, right here, I bet that is a hollow. The only full-size picture is that top one, but I've been wanting to buy those just to have the complete collection. And I don't want the gold ones. If I want to turn them that color, I can. I like plain Jane, but I want to grab that one too. they've started adding $1.05 extra for shipping to cover the import costs, which is kind of funny to me. People were all tore up about the tariffs, and all they added was $1.05. Because they don't put the value as what the value is on the package. They just put $5 or $10. Oh yeah, mister. They'll ship to the U.S. I just got some delivered the other day, and they don't charge any kind of fee because their shipper pays it all. I've got another. I bought right before they sold out. I bought another one of these. I bought another duck of this model right before they sold out. Of course, these come with the blue. I switched the hardware on them. I liked that one better with the gold, and then I liked the plain Jane with the blue. So I put the blue pivot, thumb studs, and clip. I switched these two models. But I've got another regular model of this one with the blue hardware coming. And these are some of my favorite clones, like, made yet. The action on them is just superb. They feel so comfortable. They're perfect size knife. Great knife. I can't wait for the FSD. I hope it's as good as these two are. But they are shipping right now, mister. That's for sure. Not letting them slow anything down. Yeah, I really like that Lion Steel. I can't wait to check it out. I'm glad he was honest about the 9CR18 MOV steel. And they've really been getting their heat treat down, so I'm perfectly okay with that for a $70 knife. Looks like that. Real titanium that I can anodize, do whatever. I'm totally cool with that. And these are 154 cm real blade stock, and they just tested some of his M390, and it tested higher than the factory one. I think it tested as a 64 for M390. Let me see if I can find that post. See. Yeah, right here. Oh, that was 3 months ago. Let's see. You fool HRC. I can't remember. I sent Pete the link. Let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. No, that ain't it either. Maybe this is it. No. That's definitely not it either. I would have to look and see where I sent the link to somebody. Let me see if I can find that really quick, because that was real interesting, that how good they're getting their heat treat down. I wish you could search in chats on Instagram. Super annoying. And I don't know how long ago it was, actually. So I don't want to scroll forever and just make y'all sit here. Can't wait to see the streaks at Blade Show. Oh well. Yeah, it does add up over time, though. You're right. Wonder if I could type in 64 HRC and look at comments and look at new. Oh yeah. Yeah, here's the test. So this is M390 from Jufool, and it tested at 64 HRC, which is pretty dang good. I think the original tested at 62. That was from Winter Blades. When I say original, I mean the original, not the clone. Oh yeah, here's the guy that posted it. Here it is. 24 days ago. So Jufool Factor Clone, he spelled it wrong, that's why I couldn't find it. So 2 pricks at 64 HRC, guessing they're doing something right. And he shows the blade and he shows his 64. And then it talks about down here, I was pretty jazzed, about 3 points higher than I expected, 2 points higher than the original. And then Jufool's friend posted, or Jufool himself posted, and it says, after heat treatment, the hardness of M390 can reach 60 to 65, and the best ideal hardness is 61 to 62. It is normal for a few blades with a hardness of 64 to be heat treated together. You get that for $100 with a M390 blade, 64 HRC. So that's pretty wild. What else we gonna look at today? You mean go hook up the compressor and try to get the gun working, or what do y'all want to do for the rest of the show? It's up to y'all. I don't care, but I can't see any chat. I guess you're just sitting there listening to me, which is fine too, but I want to go in there and cut open the compressor and get it hooked up and do some blasting. Pour some media in there and blast something. What do y'all want to do? Give me some more knives to look at if you want to look at something. Blasting? You want to do some blasting, Pete? Let's go in there and see what we can get accomplished. Can you see the clones I'm selling? JT, I haven't really decided which ones I'm selling, but let me go through real quick and give you I've definitely got a 3-inch. I've got a 3-inch McNeese with the drop point. I can't use 3-inch knives, and I've got both the 3.5s. By both, I mean both models he's released, the jigged and the regular. So I am selling that one. Let me see what else I got. I've got a Lamia that I'm going to sell. Yeah, I've got a Lamia with just drop shut action. So there's two. I've got let me see what else I got in here. Oh yeah. I probably have a Rosie to sell. I probably got this Rosie to sell. And possibly let me see. There's my paste sand. That's not for sale. Python. But Sever fell for the link again. Everybody's falling for it with the on AliExpress. It doesn't have the blade hole, so it makes it look like a totally different knife. This one's got skiffs in it. It's one of my smoothest knives I've got. Love that knife though. I just randomly ran across it, just thought I'd drag it out. I'm probably going to sell this Hokkaido, this Barker Hokkaido, with the fish scale pattern. So that's another one I'm probably going to get rid of. They need some love. They haven't got any. What else? I would sell probably. I would probably sell this this Plain Jane Transient. If you want it. There's a Transient. So there's 5 so far. Oh yeah, I've got a Emerson CQD 2 or something. Actually, this is not the one I'm selling. I'm selling the white carbon fiber one. The Emerson CQD 2, I believe. I lightning anode that clip that's on there. That's a custom clip I did. It's got a deep carry clip on it now. That one has great action. So that's number 6. I would probably sell this small Sabenza or Encosi Sabenza. I think the Sabenzas have one thing and the Encosi has 2, or vice versa. Probably sell that one. I'm selling this Hinderer ZT titanium Hinderer. This one's for sale. This one's for sale. This ZT Hinder is pretty cool though. It's in perfect shape. Got good action. Oh, I've got a haptic. I've got a Hilberg haptic that I'm selling. If you want something really nice. It's definitely pricey though. It's probably 150, 160 bucks. That's what they're going for now. But it's a haptic from Hilberg. Got that. Super cool knife. Yeah, that's about it right offhand that I can find. I'm not selling this one. This real M390 on this, I'm telling you, this Anthem is a great knife. If y'all haven't checked out the Anthem, you got to. Great knife. Anyway, that's a few of them I got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with the haptic. I told you I was missing an Asher bag and I found it today. All right, let's go in there and see what we can do with the blasting. Let me turn my phone microphone on since I know the camera's good. Let me grab my coffee. We'll go in there. All right. Let's get my knife. Let me put y'all in the tripod. Let me scoot this down. Let me see. Let me read the instructions on how to do this gun part. That would be a good start. All right. It says, oh, and see, this isn't a 45 degree, but it is a pretty good. It has a protective sticky thing here. I don't know if you can see that. But on the inside, it's got a layer that protects the plexiglass. So if it does get cloudy or whatever, you can peel this off. And it came with a couple of extra ones. A few extra ones, actually. I didn't even check how many, but I can see at least 2. Hold on. So it came with 3 extra ones. So you can stick these on the inside here to keep that cloudiness from building up. And then I'm guessing you can buy more of these. Let's see what it says here about the gun. All right. So I got to check and tighten all screws. Fill full the corner gaps with silicone sealant to improve sealing. It did come with some gasket maker. I'm not going to worry about that this exact second. Let me plug this light back up. All right. It says to connect sand hose number 4 with gun number 2, clamp number 3. All right. And I don't know what this is for. I have no idea what this little metal rod is. Looks like it's Maybe it's to hold the gun. I don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out. It won't come apart. All right, where's the gun stuff? Here's the clamp. The hoses. The heck did I just do? Oh, I put them inside the stupid cabinet. All right. It says sand hose right here. And the clamp that goes on it will be the bigger clamp. Actually, there's two of them. I wonder if I'm supposed to. Oh, one for either end. I got you. All right. Oh, that's the set. That's the. This thing is the thing that you get the. It's called the sand pipe. So this is the sand pipe. This is where it gets the sand from. And I don't know where the sand pipe goes. But this is where it sucks up the sand. And why is this shaped all weird? This is weird. I don't know what I'm doing here. Connect sand hose 4 with gun number 2 and clamp number 3. Connect sand pipe into sand hose and clamp it. 3 and 3. Alright. Alright. I got it. I got what it says to do. So we're supposed to take one of these big clamps, put it on here, put the sand hose. I don't know what y'all can see. Yeah, y'all can see good. Put the sand hose on here. And put this clamp on. So we got that on. Let me get my screwdriver. All right, putting a screwdriver. Got that done. I'm going to manually tighten it by hand. Whoops. Need to loosen it a little bit so I can turn it where it won't poke me. All right. We've got this clamp on to hold that hose on the gun. Then we take the sand pipe and we use the other clamp of that same size to clamp. Am I sure that's right? Yeah, I'm sure. All right. To clamp the other end of that hose onto the what they're calling the sand pipe. I've never done any kind of sandblasting before. I've had a cabinet when my compressor went out that I was going to use with it. It's one of those oil compressors. And I never did get it fixed since I bought the used cabinet on Facebook. So I never even got around to doing any kind of blasting. All right, so that's how you set up part of the gun. And then this goes somewhere to pick up the sand. And I don't know where. I'm looking down in here and I don't see a place for it. Like, I guess I just put it, like this. What do y'all think? Does this make sense? So I guess I put it down in there to where it's always picking up the media. They make this, so I guess I lay it kind of like that. To where it's always picking up the media from the bottom of the funnel. But that seems kind of weird. It does have Let me see what else it says. These instructions are terrible, so as you can see, they're translated bad. Connect air hose with gun and clamp number 3. Alright, so I got that part. Hold on, I'm going to put y'all back in the... And I can't see chat, so if y'all are asking me anything, you're just going to have to wait a minute. So I've got some other clamps here. I'm guessing that's all I do as far as dropping this down there. And there's a hole over here on the side. I'm wondering if that's where this thin hose goes through to power this gun. Trying not to scratch up the plexiglass, but there's this other little hose right here that I'm about to hook up next. So it says to use the smaller clamps to attach it to the gun. So one of these clamps. So I plug this onto the gun. And then I take and put this clamp on there. All right, let's do this again. Well, that clamp doesn't want to bite. Might just do it by hand. Good old hand screwdriver comes in clutch sometimes. Hope this is on camera and y'all can see what I'm doing. Riveting TV, I'm just tightening a clamp, but I want to get it turned where it's not going to cut me. The end of those little things are pretty sharp sometimes, the little on clamps. Alright, got that one on there. Then it says on the other end, I put the fitting for the air hose. So make sure I got the right one. Oh, make sure it says that I put 5 circles of Teflon tape on the air connector. All right, clamp, air connector. I got it. And what kind of hose do I have? I don't know, we'll figure that out in a minute. I've got the other little clamp. I've got the other end of the hose. I'm going to put this clamp on before I put this in here, or I won't be able to get it on there. Put this fitting on, as you can see, and I'm going to clamp it down. Riveting TV. But you're learning something just like I am if you've never done it before. I just love reading instructions. One of my favorite things as a man. Alright, got that done. Now it says to put 5 wraps of the Teflon tape that it came with. And then to put this on, which is the air gun. Oh no, yeah, okay, we're good. And it came with another one for the other side. So you're supposed to put them on both. I don't have a wrench to tighten these good, but one, two. I'm not going to put 5 for sure. Let me get my knife, cut this. I'm gonna put about 3. All right. Teflon tape. Check. Fitting. I wrapped it the wrong direction. I knew I was going to do that. You got to go. You got to go counter. You got to go with the threads. Sorry, I don't know if you know. You got to go clockwise so that when you tighten it up, it won't turn itself off. That's what she said. All right. Got that one started. It probably could have used, yeah, that feels loose. Dang it. Well, let's start over. I guess they knew what they were talking about when they said do 5 layers. Make sure to go clockwise. I'm trying to, and this stuff gets annoying because it wants to bunch up sometimes. Let's see, clockwise. So start underneath and go over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doubling it over. That should be good. Should be more than good. I'm hoping it feels tighter than it did last time, but I want to make sure that this hole is not getting clogged. All right, where did that piece go? Here we go. That feels better, but still doesn't feel super tight, but I guess we're good. And this is the other side you put on. And do the same thing with it. I hate when this stuff gets bunched up. This Teflon tape can be super annoying. All right, clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold what you got. Cut it. 5.5. Now I'm going to take and make sure that I got my hole opened up good for the airflow. And I'm going to screw this one in. Yeah, neither one of those felt really tight, which pisses me off because I put a lot on there. That should be good to go now. Like, we literally should be able to hook up. Oh my goodness, did I just do something wrong? Maybe not. Oh, yep. Well, that sucks. You live and you learn. At least I put it on right. This hose and this Teflon tape didn't come off either, so that's good. This hose actually goes, so there's a, let's say it goes this way. There's a hole down here in the side of the cabinet that we need to put that. What is this black piece? Where does this go? Anybody know what this thing is? This is a compression fitting for air hose, but it doesn't show it anywhere. On this chart. Important note, due to logistics reasons, few metal sheets may become slightly deformed, which could be corrected by simple tools. Normally it is easily done, but please consult customer service if correction is still not in place after you try. That's the part about the metal sheets. Yeah, this, I'm not sure, but it shows that I should have attached this hose to the inside of the cabinet here. And I don't think it'll go through that hole. Nope, it won't go through that hole. But it will screw in from the outside. And that's how they show it in the picture, but that just doesn't seem very good. But I guess that's what we got to go with. And I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. Let me get this tape wrapped back around. I feel like we're going to have all kinds of air leaks because of this process I'm about to do right here. And I'm bleeding, which is all right too. So this goes on the outside. And this mounts on against the side over here. And then these are supposed to go on here. But I don't understand how they think this is going to keep air tightness. Maybe I'll put the rubber gasket on the inside. Anyway, this goes right here. I'm going to try putting this piece of rubber gasket on the inside. It doesn't show that, but it seems like it might get tighter to me. Alright. Well, that actually does seem pretty tight. So now, as you can see, we got a place to hook up an air hose on the outside here. And the gun is attached to that. And then the gun pickup will go down in the bottom tray, just like I showed earlier. Just like that. And then we're ready to blast. So I think the only other thing we need to do is unbox the compressor, plug it up, and plug it up. So I'm over here behind y'all for a second, cutting this box open. It's a brand new compressor. 150 psi, 6-gallon pancake compressor. I don't know how I split my thumb open, but I did. Alright. See what this bad boy is about. Come on, come out of the box. Oh my God. You ever need a second hand to pull the box? One of those cases. Alright. I got it out. I'm going to show y'all it. It is right here. Give me just a second to clean up a little bit. Slide all this stuff down right here. Got our gasket sealer. I'm expecting lots of leaks right here at the beginning, but I'm only going to be blasting at like 50 psi anyway. So should be good. Attention, por favor, warning, please drain tank after each use. Moisture buildup. Wow, this thing's pretty nice for the money. Can't beat that. Now I gotta grab an extension cord. Give me just a second. Let me go back into the studio here. Well, I got an extension cord somewhere else. Hold on. I'm gonna go grab one. Give me just a second. Gotta go out to my exterior garage. All right, grabbed one. Give me just a second to plug it up and get going here. At least get the compressor kicked on. We'll go chill for a minute while it fills up. Stupid plug. Hold on. Alright. Now we're plugged in. We get the compressor plugged in and set to about 50 psi. Come on, extension cord, act right. Alright. Plugged up. Look at the extension cords tangled up. Give me just a second. Alright. Got everything. Put that in there for now. Tank outlet. Got a problem. We got this far, but the only connector I have is for my nail gun. Oh, that's not a normal connector anyway, is it? Yeah, that's what they look like. No, that's one of those bar. What is that thing? Why does that not look right? That doesn't look like an air tool. Do I have some kind of other thing? I could screw in, I could direct connect it. Yeah, what's up with that? That doesn't look like this. That's one of those regular air fittings. Alright, now I'm confused. And now I'm still wondering why they have one of these little clamp-on connectors. maybe, I don't know, that's how the little booklet has it hooked up. So they're definitely wrong about something. But that compressor was actually fairly quiet. Let me, I'm gonna go back in here and smoke a cigarette and we're gonna talk about it. I will be right with you guys. Yeah, I need a quick release fitting. I didn't pay attention to that one I was putting on the side. It's just a regular air hose attachment. And that's stupid because that's all it came with. And I know I've got it set up. Yeah, I need a quick release. I need one like on, you know, it sticks out of a nail gun. The regular air hose connectors. But let me show y'all what it shows here. So I did everything right. So it's got the air gun with the clamp with that big hose clamped onto that rod. So I got those two clamps on there. Then it shows that smaller hose pushed on with those just push-on fittings and clamped on with that clamp. And then at the other end, it's got the other push-on fitting with the screw on. So I can screw a quick release fitting right onto there. On the other side. So anyway, this goes in the other end of that line, and then this screws into that, which then goes through the side of the unit. So you take that and you put it on the side, and then they show it connecting to that little push-on nipple. But right there, I need one of the quick release things. Let me go look and see in the compressor box if it did come with some. I'm not sure if it did. I might have some out in my actual garage though. Alright guys, so look what I found. I went out to my other garage and I found some fittings in my other compressor, and I happen to have the exact one I need right here in silver. It needs to be male on this side and male on this side. So that piece right there should get us in business. I had some extra fittings. I'm glad I didn't just have a female, that I had a male, because if I didn't have that male, then I'd be screwed, because both of these are females. I bought a kit at one point, and evidently it came with this. Then I got a quick release. I think this one leaks. Male to male though, so we're good. So, dang it, I think we're close. Might as well grab the black knife before we go back out there again. I looked in the box. Oh, this is the same. This is the standard size, Waylon. And this thread will fit what I got. This will work. But we're gonna blast this one. So let me go ahead and take it apart really quick. It's only 3 screws. I looked in the compressor box. It did not come with any fittings. It's what you get when you buy a bargain one. But I had all these fittings in the top of my little 3-gallon pancake compressor I got. It has a little compartment where you store stuff. And I looked in the top of it and I happened to find those fittings. All right. Let me get a place to put these parts. Table's a little full. Yep, we're about to blast the beautiful knife that I just black anode. We're going to redo it, make it even prettier. Which means we have to get that liner out again. Unless we just do the outside. We got to blast the whole thing. Hold on. We're almost there. I'm even going to blast the blade on a few things too. I love the way bead blasted blades look. Dang it, this standoff. Why does everything always have to fight you? I can't grab this standoff to get this screw out. Now I gotta find a pair of pliers over here. Give me just a second, guys. You know how life is. They throw everything at you when you're trying your hardest to make you fail, but I refuse to give up. All right. Give me that screw. Got it. Can't hold me back. The compressor went right off too, so I don't know what I got it set at out there, but whatever it is, it reached it rather quickly. Could be because I don't have any hoses out there hooked up and leaking. All right, magnet. Got that out. Got one scale ready to go. Second scale, all we gotta do is take out the stop pin, magnet, get the washer out. Then we gotta figure out how to pull out this stupid. I'm not gonna break the tip of my knife again, but this is what I was talking about. They make a little place for you to get in there to pry it out. And that's where I put the tip of the knife in that it snapped off, and I was just barely prying on it. But hopefully it'll come out easier this time since it just came out a few days ago. Try to wiggle it and get it out, but I'm gonna have to get a little screwdriver. Hold on. Little flathead, where you at? Right there. Nope. Dang it. It's got to be a little flathead in here. Aha. That it? Yeah, that's it. Give me just a second, guys. One last little part. So I got to get something behind here to pry this out so I don't bend it again. There it goes. Wow, that was a lot easier. All right, liner out. Ready to go. Ready to go. And I'm ready to go. All right. Let me put this back up. Get my 2 parts of my knife scales. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna change the mic back out there, change the camera back out there, and go back out there. And I will change the camera angle so y'all can see good when I'm blasting it. But so trust me, I won't be able to see y'all, but just trust that I know. All right. Here's I got 18 pounds of this stuff for now. Like I said, I didn't have time to but I did get 18 pounds of the aluminum oxide. All right, we are at wow, it is set right to where we need to be. 50 pounds. Oh, 150 pounds. I'm turning it down. Whoops. I got to pour some of that in just a minute, though. Let me turn this down to about 50. Hope y'all didn't just see the side of my sweaty head. You probably did, though. Oh, well. All right. Now let's see if we can get this thing taken back out. Wow, what a mess. All right. Make sure this will fit on here. Well, I think we're going to take and put the washer and put this rubber gasket on the outside. All right. Now, we'll get my Teflon tape again. In just a second, guys. Clockwise. Three, 4, 5. Cut it. That's why I named the video today that I'm going to be learning something, because I've never done this before, so I thought we would learn it together, which is always fun. That's what this channel's for us to learn things, not for me to teach things. Alright, got the Teflon tape on the new part. As you can see, I'll hold this one up against here. Push it through. I'm going to hope that we get a good seal. I just want to get enough seal that we can get this done. I can go back and tighten things later. Wow, that fitting, see, I didn't need, there's something about, I knew that was the case. So those fittings, those air push-on fittings, they might have needed like 5 wraps of, they were real loose. But this one that I got right here in my hand doesn't need hardly any Teflon tape. In fact, I don't know if I can get one layer on it. It is super tight. So I just had to take all that Teflon tape off of it and just put like one little wrap of it. So, like I said, whenever you're trying to do something, the devil always tries to get you. Alright. So I got one little layer of Teflon on there now. Because it wouldn't even screw in. It had so much on it. Alright. Let me make sure this is cleaned out. Just a second. It's got some Teflon tape stuck in it. Ooh, there's some Teflon. Oh, that's from the other side. Alright. That's cool. There we go. Now it at least goes through the hole like it's supposed to. Yeah. Get in there. Now I need wrenches that I don't have. Oh my goodness. I'm wondering if that'll be, let me go grab a couple, I got a couple vice grips in here instead of having to go to the other garage. Alright. I do have a couple of vice grips that I can make do with. Alright. That one's on. I love one-handed vice grip adjustment. Gone and grabbed a wrench, but this will work. Hold on guys, we're almost there. Alright, that's not exactly what I need, but that will work. Alright, both of those are, that should be tight enough to hold air. Let's see how bad it leaks when I plug it up. Alright. Dang it. What PSI are we at? Alright, we're at like 55. Don't have any leaks in my line, that's for sure. Alright, we're plugged up. We're ready to go, guys. Besides putting the media in there, let me get us readjusted. I'm going to attempt to do this without the lid closed. See how bad it goes everywhere. Because that way y'all can see better. I don't know, let's just pour some media in and see what we got. I'll spray it a few times and see if it actually works or whatever. Alright, Aluminum oxide going in. As long as that tube stays underneath some of it, we should be good. All right, there we go. We have got, let me shake that a little bit, get all that down in there. All right, so what we got enough aluminum oxide down in there. We got our gun hooked up. I think it's working, guys. Yep, it's sucking sand because you can see that hole down in there. Perfect. All right, let me raise my tripod up. We'll try to get a top-down view because I'm going to have to close the glass. Give me just a second. I'm going to put the tripod on the other side, looking straight down so y'all can see the best, hopefully. I'll close the lid here. Whoops, give me just a second. All right, we got the, dang it. Sorry guys. Having technical issues that I should have fixed before. Oh, did I just flip the camera? What in the world? Yes. All right. Technical difficulties, guys. Well, I can't get it. Yeah, I can. Hold on. Dang it. Well, I'm going to have to straddle the corner of the table to try to get straight down on it. Hopefully this will work. Man, I cannot see a thing. It's up taller than me. I'll have to get like a stepping stool to get a view of the camera. Hold on. All right. Man, that's about the best I can get, which sucks kinda because of the glare. I'll do it. I'll try to hold it up close to the glass when I do it, so y'all will be able to see. I think that should, if I'm in the middle and kind of up close to the glass, I should be able to see it. All right. We did it, guys. We have no leaks either because it is just steadily sitting here. That's pretty wild. All right. Let me set these in here. Close the lid, latch the lid, put my hands in that barely fit in these gloves. All right, hopefully y'all can see up here. I'll do it up here at the top. Like I said, it's the first time I've done this. So we're learning together. All right, I know y'all really can't see totally, but can't see very good, but man, is this working great. I'm going around the edge of the scale right now, but man, it knocked it off so fast I thought it wasn't working right. I'm trying to keep it about 5 or 6 inches away. All right, guys. Let me show y'all what the first ever blasted piece looks like. I apologize for not being able to see better, but this is the first time I've ever done this. So I don't know if y'all can see, but it cleaned all the black right off. It's got like a red tint to some of it. So I don't think I got it completely. I'm wondering if that's where I don't know if y'all can see that sheen, but I've got to do it a little bit more. But the texture looks great. Yeah, and I can see where I need to do there. And there's some, it's only in this middle part right here. All right. Let me make sure my my media. See, I need to add more media. I think it's. Let me put some more in there. This aluminum oxide is working good though. I like the texture it's giving. I'm just going to go ahead and put this whole 18 pounds in because I'm going to buy 25 pounds of glass beads, and I can drain all this out, clean it out, and then put the glass beads in. And then we're going to try a good mixture. I think a mixture of glass beads and this is what I'm going for. But I think it kind of stopped going. And like I said, I'm set right at 50 PSI. Let me make sure that I got it set at that. Yep. I am right at 50. All right. So let's try this. You can see that this one is still black, and this one is almost all silver now, inside and out. I just didn't know how far away to get. I've heard about 6 inches is how far you want to stay away. So, yes. So I might just stay in here until I feel like I'm done. I just didn't want to do too much. I wanted to do a little less than too much because I don't know what I'm doing. None of us know what we're doing. We're all learning, right? And these gloves barely fit. And I'm sweating. It is hot out here in this garage. All right. Let's see what we got now. And it will spark, they said, from I definitely see what they're saying about. Alright guys, I'm not gonna wash these off at all. We're just going straight in there with the stuff still on it. We're gonna go check out what we got. All right, guys. So first first blasting session is over. I have not cleaned the stuff off of this at all. I am super happy. Is that where my finger was just... Oh yeah, that's where my sweat was touching it. Dang it. So that's just where my sweat was touching it, if you see that little spot. But check out how good these came out, and that's where my sweat was touching it too. Check out how great the texture is. That's where I touched it. I'm gonna go wash these off. Yeah, right there is where I touched it with my sweat. But the texture looks great. I got the edges, I got all the ends, I got everything. This is still with the media still on them. So let me go wash them off real quick so we can see what they look like. And I was pulsing when I was in there. I wasn't leaving the trigger on. I was pulsing them. Give me just a second. Man, I don't think y'all really know how excited I am about being able to bead blast stuff now. I'm just afraid I'm about to bead blast every knife I own. But I want y'all to see this. So all I have done is wash them off with my hand and Dawn dish soap. I didn't even want to use a sponge because I didn't want to affect the surface. So I literally just used my hand and Dawn dish soap. And I want to make sure that they're really good and dry to give them a fair chance. Oh my God. So I think some of those bigger scratches I'll need to hit one more time or two. But man, for the most part, and that could just be water still. We'll see in a minute, but I think those spots might be where there was some bigger scratches. But most all the scratches that were in there are gone. Y'all remember there were some bigger ones. And then here's the inside. You can still see where it's wet. What is that? I think that's where there's water. Great looking texture. It feels really good too. All right, let's see the other piece. Yeah, I can still see the water evaporating off it when I take it out of the paper towel. Check that out though. Is that not boss? I got all the way down in the clip and the pivot area good. I tried to hit it from every angle. I got the edges good. Looks like a brand new knife. Texture looks awesome. Super smooth. Still wet around the pivot. Man, that looks good. All right, guys. We have done our first bead blasting. Or, not actually bead, because it's aluminum oxide, but I'm happy with that. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, the fact is now I can ano stuff so even and so good without having to use etchant. Because that just etched it. So we could go right into the black or into the color and do it any kind of cool color right now and it would take it so well. Thank you, JT. Hello, Mr. Ron Dobbins. You came in while I was working, so I apologize. Pete, you said something about the impulse. Impulse thin is live. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, today it dropped again today. I saw that. It was supposed to drop today, but I've got one for sale a lot cheaper. Thank you, Scott. Okay, John. How long have we been going? 2.5 hours. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to reassemble this knife. I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to come back and go live and do a session with Black Ano. So check back later. I'm not going to touch these scales at all. I'm going to leave them sitting on this box. I might go hit them to see if I can get that those few little spots out of the middle gone. But then I'm going to wash them again and leave them alone, and then I'm going to shoot a video later this afternoon on the black anno, and we will see how they look. I'm going to do the 20 volt that turned out to be that kind of grayish color, and put the blade back in. While I'm out there, I'm going to disassemble another knife sometime today. In that video, I might actually I'm going to blast a blade, see what it looks like. So it's on now. That's all I can say. Once I get my mixture down perfect, I want to get the 80 grit glass beads today. I'm going to go pick them up. So we will have lots of videos of bead blasting to come and anno afterwards. Whoever posts the sticker on social media and sends me a link to it first, I'm going to go by timestamps. So find me however you can. Instagram, email, Discord. So yeah, whoever gets their stickers first, all you got to do is post it on one of your social media sites promoting my channel a little bit and send me the link to it so I can go look at it. And you will win. Yeah, it looks like a brand new knife almost. This side turned out really good. It doesn't really have any of, it might have like a couple right in there. Whereas this one has a few right in there. Like I said, I've never done this before. So I'm happy with my first results. It'll only get better from here. Alright guys, a lot of y'all should get your stickers today. I hope you enjoy them more than anything. You don't have to post it on social media if you don't want to, but I would appreciate that for sending them. If y'all need me, you know how to find me. Hit me up on Instagram, Discord, or email. Let me know you posted your stickers, and I'll get that prize out to you. Hope y'all have a great rest of your Thursday. Thanks for sticking by the video. I know it's kind of boring at times, but it is what it is. So we got it done. Appreciate y'all being there with me. I've got to seal up some holes in that thing because I'm losing media. Now I know why they said seal all the holes, so I will definitely do that. But you can always buy more media, huh? JT, Scott, Ron Dobbins, Waylon, Bart, Pete, anybody else that's been in here recently, appreciate y'all. Anybody watching on their TV that can't chat with us, Mister, thank you. Buckaroo Bonsai, appreciate you being here earlier, bro. Fuchs. Ed, hope you get to feeling better. Get you some rest. Rest does the body good. TC, I don't know what happened to you, but see you tomorrow, buddy. Knives Are Life, Mr. Bob, appreciate you. Ron Crow, appreciate you. Anyway, guys, love y'all. See y'all tomorrow morning.